The year is 2020. The world has run out of new content. In order to appease the masses, a production studio explores TV pilots that never saw the light of day. Until now.
Hello, YouTube, the company, and hello, all of our lovely, lovely audience members. Thank you so much for coming out and checking out a Moment Improv production. This is a fully improvised show. You're about to see the Moment players performing in a show called Lost Pilots. We started this venture, I would say October of last year, and this show has just gotten better and better, in my opinion. It's so much fun to play with these folks every week. My name is Marcus Sams. I'm the artistic director of Moment Improv. Moment Improv Theater is a long-form narrative, organic improv training center. We've got a 6-week training program. 6-week. 6 levels of training. We also have 3 extra levels of teleprov that teach you how to do shows like this. We need to get a suggestion to get this show started. Every show is 100% improvised by the title that you deliver. So do us a favor, and we want to just get this show started. So go ahead and start typing in titles of a show that may have never seen the light of day. And as those titles are coming in, you can use the YouTube chat. And if you're not on watching it directly on YouTube, if you're watching it through Eventbrite, be sure to hop into the YouTube instance. That way you'll be able to actually type along with everyone else. Let's see. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. We have gotten some great suggestions. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get this show started. So, bye.
Sam, I love how we've been getting to spend so much more time together here at home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too.
Sam, I think this pottery I'm working on is really coming together. Look, I made a little Yoda.
Well, would you look at that? My sweater's coming along pretty nicely too.
Sam, your sweater is coming along great. Even though you, ever since you lost your job, you've still been really taking care of the family. in your own way.
Thanks, Sarah. Well, family means everything to me. And, you know, once little Tim gets this sweater on him, well, I guess every time I see him in it, I'll just feel so happy about it.
And I like what you're writing on the sweater, or stitching into the sweater. It's a best son in the world.
In the
He really
whole
is.
world. Yeah. Yeah. And you know, Sarah, like, you picking up a job just to help us keep paying the rent, well, I feel like you really got our families back too. And even though I lost my job, now I'm starting to think maybe it was the best thing that could ever happen to us. I think we're closer than ever.
Yeah. I have a confession to make.
Well, you know you can tell me anything.
It's just, I miss the way things were before, you know, when, I mean, I love all the time you spend around the house now, but I kind of wish you'd find another job.
What?
Sam, you are an amazing sewer, and you make the best hand-spun sweaters this town has ever seen. I was so inspired by the work you are doing to clothe this town, and I want you to fulfill your dreams.
You're saying that you want me to start a business where I make all the clothes?
Well, yeah, I also want you to get a job again.
You mean like I could be making sweaters and selling them? People might even want to buy like knit pants, knit underwear, that's a thing in the winter, socks. People buy knits. They might be willing to pay $20 for knit socks, and I could churn out 2 pairs a day. Maybe we could do that. You know, with you and the family at my back, maybe we could totally do that. And you know, $300 a week won't pay for a lot, but I'd be so happy. I'd be so happy to just be able to, well, just to see everyone in our town walking around in clothes that I make.
No, Sam, I was thinking more like work at like a newspaper place.
Ah. That doesn't sound like fun at all. That sounds terrible. That sounds soul crushing. I mean, nobody cares about the newspaper people. You want me to wake up at 4 a.m. every day and just go out and throw this news at people? This depressing news?
Yes.
Doesn't look like you have too much experience with anything that could be even tangentially related. What makes you think that you could work at a newspaper place?
Well, as you can see on my resume, in college I got straight A's in all my English classes. I know how to write an essay, just introduction, 3 paragraphs of supporting supporting the thesis, and then the conclusion that summarizes everything.
I mean, the only
and I'm
writing
good.
sample that you gave me was this poetry, and I mean, it's great for sure, but I just
Well,
I
there's
don't know how
more
we
where
can.
that came from.
You mean like a creative writing section, like putting poetry in a newspaper? I don't know.
I mean, it doesn't just have to be poetry, but like, couldn't it? But I could write articles about things. I can say our thesis and back it up. I'd do it. I got straight A's. I got straight A's at Skyview Community College. Like, you
Listen,
can see that Professor Robertson he vouches for it.
Hey Sam, I can tell by the way that you're talking about this that you don't really understand what it takes to be a newspaper reporter. You don't understand what kind of things that we have to do to get a story, or what kind of tales we might have to tell, whether or not they're necessarily true, and what we have to do to make sure that nobody finds out about those mistruths. Does that make sense?
Whoa. Well, if that's what I need to do, then I'll do it.
I mean, this is a small town. Not a lot happens here. So we have to sometimes make things happen. Does that make sense?
You mean like print things that aren't true?
Well, we certainly have our fair share of that, but sometimes it's easier to just make things true, even if it might hurt a few people. Are you understanding what I'm saying?
Well, for my family. And well, if we need to go out there and break a couple eggs to make an omelet, I guess call me the cook.
Okay. And to be clear, I think you're saying that as a metaphor, but we sometimes do need to break a few legs and maybe a little bit more. Are you okay with that? Are you comfortable being do you understand what it takes to be a newspaper reporter in a town like this where literally nothing happens ever? Listen, I wasn't sure whether I should tell you this, but Mrs. Morrison?
Yeah, Mrs.
You know what
Morrison
happened
with the
to her?
bakery.
Yeah.
What? I heard that her car. I heard that she was in a car crash and she died.
And you know how that happened?
I just heard that she was going 80 around a curve.
Because our head writer needed a story, okay? And that's what he was willing to do, and that's why he's getting paid so well. And if you want to make that kind of money and you want to do well for yourself, if you want to feed your family, then we might have to have a few more Mrs. Morrisons. So are you comfortable making something happen? Because I know how much experience you have with this. So if you want a job, then you're gonna have to be very committed.
Well, you're James?
Hey, you Sam, the new guy? pick up a can of gasoline. Just spread it around, just wherever. Just make it look random. You know what I'm saying?
Are we gonna burn? We're gonna burn this place?
We're gonna help it out a little bit. That's all. We're just gonna. I mean, it's got to go. You know, it's coming down one way or another. We're accelerating. That's all.
Okay. It does look pretty dilapidated.
Sam, grab that gasoline. Start spreading it around.
Okay. All right. Burn my family. Where's Sarah?
All right. Now spread around some of these needles. The used needles. Spread them around. It adds a little effect.
Okay. Yeah. And there's not going to be anybody in there when we burn it, right? Like, we're not going to hurt anybody.
I got out all the important people. There's just there's some people that nobody cares about. They're still there. Part of the effect. It'll be part of the story.
Well, I'm trying my. James, stop.
Oh, grab a dead rat. I put a bunch of dead rats around. Toss them around. Toss them up there.
James, we need to get everybody out of that building. Let's burn it, but we need to get everybody out. I can't kill anybody. It's crazy.
Sam, you're not killing anybody. I'm the one who lights the match, and that's not your job. Your job is just to kind of acquaint yourself with the situation, get a feel for it. We'll send you out on your own later. I'm in charge of this one. There's no guilt for you. You don't worry. Don't have to deal with the mental issues. That's all on me. Just spread the gas, spread the rats. Oh, watch out for the needles. They're actually real used needles. All right.
James, my conscience, it's getting in the way of me doing. This is terrible. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can do this.
Sam, you need to get your ass in gear if you want to keep this job. I'm telling Jenny if you can do this or not. She was reluctant to send you out. She said, "You really need the job? Do you really need the job? Just think about it. If you really need the job, then start spreading gas. Watch your fingers with the needles, and we're burning this sucker. Nothing to do with you. It's not your conscience. It's all on me. I light the match. You're just here to familiarize yourself, and maybe you'll write a few paragraphs about it later." Look, buddy.
Okay.
We need you to do your part or walk away. What's it going to be, Sam? You're going to burn this motherfucker to the ground? You've always wanted to. I mean, when I first started this job, I was a little bit reluctant, but man, once lighting that match, it is a feeling like no other. So get your head out of your ass and either help me out here or you got to walk away. Actually,
Hey Sam, I finished the Yoda. Here, you can put it on your desk at the newspaper.
Thanks, Sarah.
Oh, Sam, are you okay? You had such a hard time sleeping last night. It must be hard starting a new job.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there was those coworkers of yours. I mean, they must smoke a lot of cigarettes because you smell really smoky.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no smoke a lot of cigarettes.
Oh, Sam, I appreciate what you're doing so much for this family. And you know, Timmy and Sally, all yesterday were like, oh, where did Daddy go? Where did Daddy go? But I told him he's doing some important work.
It's not important work. It's not important work at all. It's awful. It's awful. And it's not, you have no idea what goes on there. But it's the most awful thing in the world. And the only reason I'm going along with it is because I don't want us to have to leave this house. But I don't know how long I can stay there, Sarah. I don't know how long I can stay there.
Sam, I didn't want to tell you this, but there was another reason I wanted you to get a job at the newspaper. I saw Dr. Cole the other day, and they found something. They found a lump. It's very treatable, but you know the healthcare at Target isn't great, and we really needed the Kaiser plan that you're getting from the newspaper.
So if I don't stay at the newspaper, then you can't get that lump taken out.
Listen, I'm sorry. I really didn't want to put all this on you. I know you have so much going on right now, but I'm telling you now.
Okay. Sarah, I would do anything for you and our family. Anything.
I know you would, Sam.
Well, guess then it's time for another night at the newspaper.
You're gonna be great tonight.
I could be great tonight. I could do this. I could go into that newspaper and I could do this for my family.
And don't worry, you know, just a couple years of this, and then we'll make your sweaters.
Okay. You know, I'm gonna head out the door and go to that newspaper now. I don't know how I'm gonna last 2 years there, but night number 2. Here we go.
All right. So that's one down. I think it was a good. I think it was a good fire. We got some really good good footage. I got on video. I got Sam to write up some poetic, tragedy stuff about it. It's one of our successes. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of my work last night.
Well, I'm glad you guys figured it out, but you said he's showing some hesitancy. You think it's going to be a problem?
I don't think it's going to be a problem. I think I have the solution. Yeah, he was hesitant, but I mean, actually, I think that's a good thing. I've had guys who were just way too enthusiastic, and they just got out of control, and that's not good. So I think I have a way to deal with Sam, bring him in a little bit better, figure out ways to kind of soften the emotional problems.
James, sounds like you're questioning the direction of this newspaper. When you say out of control, what do you mean? A bigger, better story? More readers? Is that what you mean when you say out of control?
Jenny, there's only so much in this town that can burn. We have to pick the right things.
There's
only so many people that we can blow up.
You're acting like we're just going around just killing people all over the place, okay? We're very careful about what we choose to do, where we choose to burn. It all makes sense. There's a plan behind it. We're not just randomly burning down places, okay? Franco's needed to be burned down. It's everybody loves Franco's, and we haven't hit a target like that in so long. We needed to do it. Do you trust me? Do you trust me?
Jenny, every time I talk to you, it's a goddamn genocide. Look, I'm God. Keeping it.
Yeah, that is.
I'm just keeping it. That is no exaggeration. You want me to burn every goddamn thing. I know what you want.
Not everything. I mean,
you want this town to burn so that you can move up to the big city. You want to say, oh yeah, I had to move here. I covered it. I covered the horrors of that town. And you want your Pulitzer Prize.
I wouldn't be the only one who could move out of here. Once this whole place burns down, then you'll need to move somewhere too. And if we stay connected, I can help you out. You're acting like it's all just me. We all are burning these bars down together.
See, you basically admitted it. You just admitted it. So why are you angry?
Well,
it's a genocide you want.
Oh, stop using that word. Franco's.
You got hooked.
Franco's visit. I'm doing.
You were a war correspondent. You got hooked, and you bring that here with you. I'll do some of it, Jenny, but even I have my limits. Like I'm saying, it's good. It's good that Sam is reluctant, and I have ways of dealing with reluctance. But I'm not going to have those guys in here that you want that just go and on killing sprees and burning everything down and
I wouldn't call it a killing
drugs.
Spree. It's not a killing spree. You burn down a few bars and grocery stores and libraries. That's not a killing spree. There's barely anyone in there.
You know why it's not a killing spree, Jenny? It's because of me.
Why? Because of you. I mean, I helped to make these decisions. We made these decisions together. You agreed to them. I mean, it is my newspaper after all.
Jenny, I've done so much for you. I've done horrible things.
Oh my.
You don't know. You don't know the things I've done, and I'm not even going to tell you. You can't know.
But
we can't print the stuff that I've done. You don't know what it.
Jenny, thank you so much for taking a chance on Sam. This has been really valuable.
I mean, I do like taking chances on people. We are having issues hiring on new talent, but I have to say, he's not exactly following instructions as much as you promised he would.
It's always he's always so helpful and obedient around the house. I'm surprised he's giving you problems.
You said he'd be willing to do anything for a job. You said that. You looked me in the eye and you told me that.
Jenny, I mean, it's don't worry. I'll have a talk with him and everything will be okay. All right? You don't need to get upset with me.
Okay. Listen, I don't like liars, and you've guaranteed me that he'd do anything before. So can I trust you this time when you say that?
Jenny, we need a little more time, all right? Listen, I'll talk to him tonight. I'll tell him you do whatever Jenny says, okay? You just give.
And you'll make sure of it, because we don't have much time. We have to write a new story every day.
Listen, we really need the healthcare, okay?
I understand that you need it. I also really need some good stories for my newspaper. It's my livelihood. James, I need you to talk to someone.
All right. Hey, Jenny. What's up?
This is Sarah. This is the one who told me that James would be a good new hire, that he'd be willing to cooperate with us.
Hello, Sarah.
James?
So you're Sam's significant other.
Just look, he's a good guy, all right? Just please
That's
go
not what
easy
we're
on
looking
him.
for. We have a goal. We have a job to do. Okay. And we will make sure, the two of us will make sure that you are not lying anymore, and that you make sure that Sam does what he needs to do for our newspaper, for all of our livelihoods.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Jenny? Sarah? What's going on here?
Hello! Ooh, that I felt was a fun show. Oh, let's give it up for the Moment players. They did such a good job. Yay, Lost Pilots. Once again, I'm Marcus Sams. I was able to run the tech, and I was actually playing around with the music for this show as well. Some new things we're adding into the mix. Thank you so much for coming out. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did enjoy the show, please smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and tell your friends. Improv gains momentum organically. So the more people that hear about the fine work that's happening here, the more people will be able to come and enjoy and partake. Thank you once again for coming out. Have a wonderful night. Bye.